So you want to learn how to cook asparagus. Well, you came to the right place. I have 2 basic recipes that'll have you mastering asparagus in under 10 minutes. Alright, so the first skill that I'm going to show you is simply how to boil asparagus. It's the most basic way of cooking it, and you'll see how simple it is. So here we have a bunch of asparagus. Here we have an asparagus spear. Okay, now most of this is edible except for the bottom part, which normally has really tough fibers that are hard to chew. So normally you want to cut off the bottom part. But somebody might wonder, which is the bottom part? How do you know? Well, asparagus is really easy to figure out. So you basically just bend it just like that, and it'll break exactly where it's supposed to. Okay, so now you put that down like this, and so you know on average these spears will need to be cut around there. So you put them all together, and there you go. These are now ready to cook. The first method I'm going to show you is the easiest, how to boil asparagus. So you take your pan, you fill it with about 1 inch of water, and you bring it to a boil. Okay, now that you have your water boiling, you can take your asparagus and you can put it in there. Now, I want you to notice what's going to happen is as soon as you put it in the boiling water, the asparagus is at first going to turn a really nice bright green color, okay? And that is a chemical reaction between the chlorophyll in the vegetable and the high heat. Okay, and you want to keep that nice bright green color. You know you've overcooked it if you get sort of a greenish brownish color. So we're going to cook this asparagus just for about 60 to 90 seconds, and then we're going to pull it out. Okay, so it's been 90 seconds. I'm just going to pull these out and put them onto a plate. I assume that you want to serve these hot. If for some chance you wanted to cool these down and stop them from cooking, you would just cool them down in an ice bath or just put them in a strainer and run them under cold running water in the sink. So here we have our perfectly cooked asparagus. Okay, they're fully cooked through but still a little crunchy. And to season them, very simple. Just a little bit of olive oil, some salt, and some fresh ground pepper. I like to add a little bit of citrus, so if you have some lemon or lime, a little spray makes it perfect. The second technique that I'm going to show you is how to roast asparagus in your oven. It's very easy. Take a look. So we take our washed asparagus and we cut off the bottom ends. Now you want to put these in a baking sheet, or in my case I like to use these disposable pans. Spread them out so they're not really over top of each other too much. And you're just going to drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt. Now these will go in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Now just as a side note, these asparagus butts, you don't have to throw them out. You can actually use them in your green smoothies, you can put them into soups that you plan to puree, you can feed them to your pets, you can make vegetable stock. There's actually lots of uses for these. You don't necessarily have to waste them. So here's our asparagus. It just came out of the oven. It's nice and crispy, perfectly cooked. So now let's transfer it onto a plate. Here we go. And you can finish this off with a little bit of olive oil. We already put salt on it. You can do a little bit of fresh ground pepper. And if you'd like, you can do a little bit of Parmesan cheese. There's very many things that you can do. Now that you're a pro at cooking asparagus, go out there and show your friends what you can do. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Please hit that subscribe button. Your subscriptions help me make more videos. Until next time, this is Chef Christian saying, happy asparagusing to you.